Happy Canada Day, everyone. My name is Stefan Diaz, and I'm here right now at the headquarters of the Miss International Organization here at the Miss Paris office in Ginza, Tokyo. And today it's July 2nd here in Japan, but we are still the 1st of July in Canada, and the whole of Canada is now celebrating their biggest holiday, which is Canada Day. And our special guest for today or for tonight in Canada is none other than the newly crowned Miss International Canada. And I actually try to practice the pronunciation of her family name, but here she is, our Miss International Canada 2022, Madison Kvaltin. Hey, here she is.
Hi! You nailed it on the last name. You got it.
No, thank you very much. Now, since I am not the main guest here, I'm going to change it like this. And here you are. Okay. Hello, Madison. Shall I call you Mads?
Yeah, Mads. Mads is my nickname. All my friends and family call me that, so that works perfectly.
By the way, guys, right now it's 9 in the evening in Canada, and look at how bright it is out there.
Yeah, I'm slowly watching the sunset at my cottage here in Canada, enjoying the last few hours of Canada Day.
Yeah, but Canada right now is actually in your time it's 9 p.m., right? But
Yeah.
in some other places it's a little bit earlier, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, first let me show this part live with Miss Canada Madison Kvaltin. I forgot to add it. See, I told you, like after 3 weeks I'm not doing live. Sometimes I'm having some problems with the
Oh,
small technicalities here. But Madison, right here, actually, she was crowned Miss International Canada during the was it like 70 something Miss Canada beauty pageant or the Miss Universe Canada.
yeah. 70. I think it was. Yeah, I think 71st.
71st, and it's like really a pageant with a long history, and we are always very proud to have the Miss International Canada being chosen from that batch. First, let's take it lightly. Beauty pageant is something that you really like doing, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember this is not your first pageant.
No, I absolutely love pageants. It's become a series of me exploring the things that I'm super passionate about, making change in young women's lives, and really using the pageant kind of stage as a platform to continue my effect on the world. So I've loved it, and I've gained nothing but incredible, empowering young women as friends. I've learned about myself in the process, and it's just allowed me so many more opportunities to give back in ways I never possibly could have found before.
Well, I actually agree with you because a lot of people are still having negative thoughts about beauty pageants. Like, what is it for? Like, is it just like judging beautiful women, and what's the purpose of judging beautiful women? But in your case, you've been trying like a few times, and uh, every experience you have, you always learn something new about yourself, and you're also impacting the lives of some people.
Absolutely. I think it's one pageant is equivalent to about 3 years of interpersonal growth. So I can definitely attest that the woman I was when I first started pageantry to now are completely different and equally as empowered and more powerful in the way that I give back in the world. So definitely amazing.
So probably you have been asked about this several times during your pageant journey, but how would you convince someone who's had this negative connotation about beauty pageant? How would you convince them otherwise?
Absolutely. I think watch a pageant. I think the biggest thing is that when people think that these negative or degrading thoughts about pageantries, they just don't know the way that pageantry has evolved. Pageantry is about confidence, it's about eloquence in speaking, giving back. It's all about being the person and developing yourself to be the deserving queen before even getting the crown. It's all about doing that work beforehand. And I think people are stuck on that idea that it's all about beauty or that the bikini round isn't like really about confidence, but it is. It's all about confidence. It's all about being able to speak and convey your opinions in an empathetic, passionate, and powerful way. So there's so much more to pageantry than just the surface level. And I think if you don't agree with that, I think you should just watch one and maybe it'll change your mind a little bit.
Yeah, I think many of those people who actually like have strong opinion about pageantry is the inclusion of the swimsuit or the bikini round. Like, what is your opinion about that?
Absolutely. I think so. As a woman who came from a tough background with body image and body love, I think the bikini round has nothing to do with your body. Yes, of course, it shows if you're healthy, if you keep well with your body. But I think, as having experienced both as a contestant and a judge, bikini is all about confidence. And I've seen like curvier women rock that stage far better than I could ever imagine myself doing. And it's just all about confidence and showing that you love your body, you know your body, you can convey that inner beauty. That's the most powerful thing in bathing suit for me personally.
And I also learned that you have started your own body confident athletic brand called Skill Athletics. That's for a very young, for a woman your age, very young. You are very entrepreneurial. So, what is it all about? Like, how did it start? Why did you open up this athletic brand that you have?
Absolutely. So again, coming from that uh, like slow past of body image and self-love, I decided to create an athletic brand that encompasses totally loving your body in all stages of life. A lot of young men and women are ashamed of their bodies, don't know how to exercise and fuel their bodies to be the most healthy and perfect state. And a lot of people don't understand that health looks different on every single different body. If we were all to work out and eat the same, we would all still dramatically look different. So my brand is all about embracing your body, loving your body, and fueling it through exercise, but not trying to squeeze it in that tight box of what the fitness industry deems as health, because that's couldn't be far from the truth. So I'm
Oh
trying to
yeah.
break down those barriers with my company, and I hope that I'm helping a lot of people along the way in their journeys with their bodies.
What is intriguing actually is the name that you chose for your brand, like Skilla Athletics, like Skilla.
Yeah, it's kind of like a play on words to be like skillful with loving your body is kind of the way I looked at it. It was like become the biggest skill at like enabling that skill to love your body is kind of where I was trying to go. It's kind of fun, but yeah.
Well, anyway, Madison, obviously you're beautiful. You're confident, and but your business, which is Skill Athletics, is has something to do with being sporty or being athletic. Have you always been that athletic growing up?
Oh my god, absolutely. Way before pageantry, I was the tom girl. I never wore heels. I was in sneakers on all the sports teams. That was my thing. And then pageantry kind of just fell into my lap. And it was like, wow, I'm doing all these incredible things in my community. Why don't I just throw a pair of heels on and a dress and let's see if we like it? And then it turned into this absolute passion of mine. But yeah, I've been a massive athlete my whole life. I used to competitively swim and dance, and
Mm.
now I'm just a little bit of a gym junkie as an adult, and I love just taking care of my body and really becoming really strong. It's so empowering and powerful to know that you're a strong person to carry yourself, you know? So,
Yeah, Camila actually in 2018, a Miss International Canada, she's also a figure skater herself.
yeah,
So, well, Canadian.
an athletic and an incredible woman. Absolutely look up to her immensely.
Yeah, she's also doing well with being a sportscaster. And if we didn't have the pandemic, probably she would have been here for the Tokyo Olympics as well as
Uh,
a sports correspondent. But there's like a lot of limits with the people coming in during the Olympics last year.
yeah,
Yeah, I was actually looking forward to meet her because we've been like exchanging communications here back and then. But well, things happen for a reason.
100%, 100%.
And during the pandemic, for like 2 years, like or maybe right now, we don't really feel that much of the burden of the pandemic because we have slowly opened up. Countries have been opening their borders, like events have been happening, sports events, pageants. So during those 2 years, just want to ask, like, what exactly have you learned about yourself? And since like for 2 years, I don't think that you've been really that active with pageantry or some
No,
sort of apparatus.
yeah. So I think with COVID, it really taught me to be patient and also protect your energy and time. So only like surrounding yourself around the people that uplift you the most, make you love yourself and others around you the most. It just really taught me to take a step back from the craziness. I had just graduated from college when the pandemic had started, and it just gave me kind of a bit of a pause on life, which I'm looking back, I'm so grateful for. It gave me a moment to sit back and be like, what do I want to do with my life? Where is the impact that I want to make in my life? And how do we create a plan and process to attack that? So I'm grateful, so to speak, for the pandemic allowing that little bit of a pause in time. But I think it just, yeah, mostly taught me to just take a deep breath. We'll figure it out. As long as you're around good people that uplift you, nothing really can go wrong. Just, yeah.
So you mentioned about you just finished your studies during the pandemic. Like so one thing that I really wanted to know, like what does it mean when you say Bachelor of Honors, or is it just like my mistake or something? Like,
Oh, yeah.
what's with the Bachelor of Honors? How different is it with with a normal bachelor's degree that
Yeah.
we hear?
Has to do with like your grading throughout the degree. So for me, I finished cum laude, which is like I think I finished with a 4.0 or higher in my degree. So very academically driven and just making sure that you're keeping up with the higher
Hmm.
level.
In sociology and business, does that mean you have a double major?
Yes, yeah. So at my school, I started in the arts program in sociology, but they offered this really neat program that allowed you to diversify your degree, and I took business, which is I absolutely love. It merges everything that I do in my work and business now. So I love it.
Here's the thing, you guys, that you don't know, like to all the viewers out there, and then maybe later on to those who will be watching this YouTube afterwards. Like a lot of people still do not understand that our beauty pageant contestants or delegates. I would rather call you delegates. They are not just beautiful women with poise and wonderful bodies. They're also really very intelligent because, for example, you are a cum laude graduate, and I also met some other contestants. I'm not going to mention their names, but if you actually scroll around our YouTube channel and our Facebook videos, you'll actually get a chance to meet that some of our contestants are actually like class valedictorian, scientists, like these brainy women. So those who still have negative connotations about beauty pageant, I still don't know what else we're going to do to convince them otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I competing at Miss Universe Canada, there was several doctors that were
Mhm.
like the women that compete in pageants are not just beautiful women. They're impactful, powerful, and extremely intelligent beyond means.
Exactly, and the pageantry becomes a platform for everyone to be more influential. Because if you just stay there, like let's say you're a cum laude graduate or you're a doctor, and then you just stay there and then you don't do anything, you won't expand your reach. They won't be able to impact more people. But pageantry becomes a platform for these women to actually reach out to more people, and then to be able to share your story to everyone.
1,000%. Yeah, like for me, pageantry was all about sharing my story with my body and my love because there are so many young women out there that still struggle and don't feel like anyone else can relate to how they experience their bodies. So with me, pageantry, I've been able to impact so many young women to teach them how to love their bodies. Like that's just one part of a platform. There are several other platforms that young women are making meaningful impacts in pageantry. So I think it's a great platform to really get your voice out there.
Yeah, there's so many platforms. By the way, guys, there's so many platforms that you can actually use, to be impactful. Pageantry is just one of them, but so I don't think like we can just single out pageantry as something really negative. And no, but I'm just trying to speak to all people out there, because I've been meeting a lot of more and more people, especially with the trying to become a more politically correct world, so to speak. Well, we have people who ventured into pageantry. It could be a male pageantry as well, because we also have so many male pageants going on around the world. They use this as a platform to you guys use this as a platform to actually be of service to as many people as you can, and especially to those who could relate to your projects, to your advocacy.
Absolutely.
Oh, by the way, like I have to mention this. Like Madison is from Sudbury, Ontario. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the Sudbury people are so proud of you when you were crowned as Miss International Canada. How big or how small is Sudbury?
So I grew up on the outskirts of Sudbury. So Sudbury is kind of like
Hmm.
a big town in the north. It's about a 4 or 5 hours north of Toronto. I
Uh-huh.
grew up on the outskirts in a little town called Lively. So I grew up playing road hockey on the streets in the mud with quads and snowmobiles. That was my childhood. So yeah, always outside and in the outdoors and enjoying the fun. So I think that definitely continues in my life as I grow up older. And I'm always like, I need to go to the lake or I want to go hockey or something. Got to be outside all the time. So
So one thing that I find very interesting is your family name, Kvaltin. Like where did the Kvaltins come from?
yeah, so it came from my great grandfather when he came from Czechoslovakia. Technically, the last name now is from the Slovakia region, but he came from Czech and came to Canada and then worked his way to Sudbury. And yeah, we're the Kvaltins now. So yeah,
So you are like, are you are the second or a third generation
third generation.
Canadian? Okay, like since now is Canada Day, and Canada is really a very diverse country, and like it has been. There's so many Filipinos as well. By the way, I'm from the Philippines, and I live here in Japan. But there are also so many Filipinos out there. I have so many friends actually who live in Canada right now. Such a very diverse country. But I just want to know, from your point of view, what is one thing that you are so proud of for being a Canadian?
I think I have to root it back to how fortunate that we are to have access to nature and the mass means that we do. I found out the other day that the amount of freshwater lakes in Canada are way more than anywhere else in the world. And if you were even to add up all the lakes in the world, it still wouldn't be more than the amount of lakes in Canada. So I am so blessed to come from such a beautifully landscaped and diverse country in that sense. And of course, it's highly multicultural. I'm learning so much more about the world in my hometown than most people ever do in their lives. So for me, I have a really, really soft spot for the outdoors, the nature, being outside and hiking and all that jazz. So that's a home hitter for me.
Well, obviously, practically you're the first person I have interviewed who is actually doing your interview outdoors.
Yeah, really the dots with that right now.
Yeah, you're really bringing the Canada to us.
Yeah.
Like, let me see. Like, we have some question. Oh, by the way, like maybe this is like a Vietnamese fans just saying "Xin Chào" to you, saying hello, I guess.
Oh, fun.
Thank you, people in Vietnam. Like recently, they have been really so active following us here in Miss International because our Miss International went there a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, Vietnam. Thank you for watching. And finally, Madison. Like you're going to Japan this December. Finally, we're going to have our pageant after 2 years of hiatus. What do you look forward to for before you come here to Japan? Um, the tentative schedule of arrival will be around November 30th. But for some people, it's going to be very, very cold. But for a Canadian like you, I think it's just summer. So, what do you look forward to into come before you come here to Japan for the 60th Miss International Beauty Pageant?
I'm just beyond excited. First off, Japan, oh my goodness, has been a dream location of me going. I'm a big travel junkie. I love anything travel, learning about new cultures, new food. So I'm beyond excited for that. But I'm also really excited that my family has today just let me know that they're gonna make the journey with me to Japan
Oh,
to cheer me on when I'm there for the finals. So I'm just beyond excited for the experience. Meeting other girls. The girls are my favorite part. I can say I have friends in more countries than more people know. Yeah, getting to know the girls and just having an amazing time exploring the culture and just really enjoying the whole moment. When am I ever gonna have the chance to meet incredible women halfway across the world doing something
mhm.
people would never dream of? So I'm really excited.
Yes, and do you have any particular Japanese food that you look forward to eat? Like, something genuinely Japanese that maybe you have eaten in the such food in Canada, but in Japan it's different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big sushi girl, but I like I've heard that the fresh sushi out there is to die for. So I'm so excited for any like really good sashimi or anything like that. Just really tasting the freshness from out there.
Yeah, very lucky for you because this year we're going to have another visit to Sushizanmai, which
Ooh,
is it's like a tradition for us to actually go there and eat the fresh sushi from Tsukiji Market, which is like the kitchen of Tokyo.
yeah. So my stepfather is a massive fisherman, and he was telling me that the way that the fish markets work in Japan, it's like you start at like 3 in the morning to go get your bids for fish because by 8 o'clock in the morning they're cleaning up the docks because all the fish is gone. And I was like, that's so cool. That blows my mind that the industry is so booming and so fresh like that. So I'm really excited to hope to confirm now to get a taste of that. So
And you'll be able to see like how they are going to prepare the sushi like right in
yes.
front of you. You always do that every year.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
But anyway, thank you very much, Madison. Thank you very much for your time. Happy Canada Day to you, your family, and to all the Canadians out there.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for the beautiful background that you have shown to us. Bringing to us Canada, beautiful nature. Um, well, I forgot how you call it, like the midnight sun.
Yeah,
Because right now, even at 9, no, it's like almost nine
almost
thirty there.
crazy.
It's still so bright.
Yeah. Enjoy soaking in all the sun. I'll take all the sun.
So you're taking all the sun, before you're gonna miss the sun when winter comes.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much, Madison. Congratulations again for being Miss International Canada.
Yes, thank
And
you for
okay, and say hello to Dennis and to everyone in the Miss Universe Canada organization.
sounds wonderful. Thanks for having me again. I've totally enjoyed this.
Yes, and to everyone else out there, please don't forget to follow us on our Instagram account, our Twitter account, our Facebook account, or also our YouTube channel. And also, please look for Madison Kvaltin in her Instagram account and follow her on her journey towards Miss International Beauty Pageant, the 60th Miss International, which will be held on December 13th here in Tokyo, Japan. Thank you very
Woohoo!
much again, Madison,
Yes, thank you.
and
Have a good
happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.